Australia's parliament has been recalled early to debate laws after last month's Bondi Beach terror attack that claimed the lives of 15 people. The session opened with a moment of silence for the victims.
As a mark of respect to the victims of the Bondi anti-Semitic terror attack, I ask all present to rise in their places.
Family members walked from the public gallery as Prime Minister Anthony Albanese paid tribute to lives lost.
As we join in mourning for the 15 souls whose lives and futures were so cruelly stolen, our hearts also go out to everyone injured and traumatised. People who will always carry scars from what they suffered and saw on that dark night for our nation.
Lawmakers now turning to discuss proposed changes to gun laws, hate crimes and other reforms. Maynard for CNA has more on today's parliamentary debate.
It's certainly been an emotional day in Canberra's corridors of power, with Parliament House cloaked in an air of solemnity. Many relatives and friends of the Jewish victims gunned down in last month's Bondi terrorist attack watched on from the public gallery. Tears were shed and voices faltered as members of Parliament addressed the horror of the Bondi shootings. The Prime Minister Anthony Albanese urged Australians to channel their anger into meaningful action to ensure this kind of atrocity never happened again. Well, that still remains to be seen. While much of the first day of this special sitting of Parliament has been dominated by expressions of condolence, a lot has been happening behind the scenes too. We now know that Prime Minister Albanese and Opposition Leader Suzanne Lee had a face-to-face meeting this morning to negotiate some sort of compromise on the more contentious aspects of the government's proposed new bill to crack down on hate speech. These include tougher penalties and changes to the immigration system, which would allow the authorities to cancel visas or refuse them in the first place. The government has already agreed to water down the racial hatred provisions it originally called in an omnibus bill, including the dropping of its controversial anti-vilification laws, which would have allowed the imprisonment of people linked to organisations deemed hate groups. Opposition parties argued that parts of this legislation posed a threat to free speech. Well, the government is desperate to get this newly amended bill passed by Parliament, which means getting a majority in the Senate. If it fails, it'll reflect badly on the Prime Minister and the Labour Party, who have seen their popularity tumble in the latest opinion poll. The unofficial word from Canberra is that both sides are getting closer and that an agreement could be expected by the end of the day. If that is the case, Tuesday's debate and the vote that follows could see this anti-terrorism legislation passed by Parliament by tomorrow evening.